I am Mrs. Manisha Pradeep Khere, Faculty of Rasiklal M. Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, continues with the chapter Distillation. In this, first we will see fractional distillation method, that is distillation method of miscible liquids. When a substance is dissolved in a liquid, the vapor pressure of the liquid is lowered. When two miscible liquids are mixed together, each will act as a solute or solvent to the other. So, when a mixture of two such liquids is heated, the vapor pressure of each is lowered. The pressure exerted by each liquid in the mixture is known as the partial pressure. The liquid boils when the sum of the partial pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure. The vapors arising from the two miscible liquids at boiling point is richer in the component exerting the greater partial pressure. This is the diagram of the fractional distillation apparatus. It consists of the distillation flask, fractionating column, condenser and the receiver. Fractionating column is fitted between the distillation flask and the condenser. Fractionating column is used for continuous separation of two miscible liquids. Long fractionating column is used in the mixture where the boiling point is quite close to each other, and short fractionating column is used in those cases where there is considerable difference in the boiling point of the mixture of the miscible liquids. In fractional distillation, the mixture of miscible liquid is heated in the still. The vapors formed are allowed to pass through the fractionating column, where a part of the vapor is condensed and while returning to the still comes into an intimate contact with the rising vapors, resulting in further fractionation of the liquid being distilled. The liquid with higher boiling point is condensed first and vapors become richer with the liquid having the lower boiling point, which gets condensed in a condenser. Application of fractional distillation method. Alcohol is purified from the mixture of alcohol and water obtained from fermentation tank. It is used for the separation of miscible liquids such as alcohol and water, acetone and water, chloroform and benzene. Next we will see steam distillation method, that is distillation of two immiscible liquids. When two immiscible liquids are heated together, the mixture boils when sum of vapor pressure equals to the atmospheric pressure. Boiling point of mixture is lower than the lower boiling point liquid. The temperature at which the mixture boils remains stationary until one of the liquid is completely removed from the still. This is the apparatus for the steam distillation method. It consists of the steam can fitted with the cork having two holes. One hole contains a bent tube passing the steam to the flask containing non-aqueous liquids. Tube should reach bottom of flask. Another long tube passes through the other hole which reaches to the bottom of the steam can. Tube acts as a safety tube. In case pressure inside the steam can increases, it is relieved by forcing water out of it. When steam starts coming out from safety tube, indicates that steam can is almost empty. The delivery tube carries vapors from the flask to the condenser to convert it into liquids which are collected in receiver. Non-aqueous liquid, it is placed in the flask to which small quantity of the water is added. Steam can and flask are heated simultaneously so that uniform flow of steam passes through the boiling mixture. Distillation, it is continued till all the non-aqueous liquid is distilled. Distillate is collected in receiver where oil is completely separated from water. Then we will see application. This method is used for preparation of volatile oils. It is used to determine the percentage of volatile oil in the drug. Then it is used for distillation of volatile oil for its purification without decomposition. Then we will see definition of purified water IP. It is the water which is free from volatile and non-volatile impurities. Then it is prepared by distillation method or ion exchange treatment or reverse osmosis or any other suitable process. It is liable to get contaminated by microorganisms. Hence, purified water should not be used in the preparations which are meant for parenteral administration. Then, water for injection IP. It is the water which is free from volatile and non-volatile impurities, microorganisms and pyrogen. It is obtained by distilling potable water, purified water or distilled water. The first portion of the distillate is rejected which contains volatile impurities. The remainder is collected in suitable container previously rinsed with freshly distilled water and closed so as to avoid contamination. It contains no added substance. Water for injection must meet the purity requirements stated under purified water. It need not be sterile, but it should comply with the test for pyrogen. Water for injection is stored in tightly closed neutral glass container. Then sterile water for injection IP. It is water for injection which is sterilized and suitably packed. It contains no antimicrobial agent or other added substance. It has pH between 4.5 to 7.5. It must comply with the test of sterility. It should also comply with the requirements of the test for carbon dioxide, chloride, sulfate, nitrates, nitrites, ammonium, calcium and heavy metals. It must comply with the test for pyrogen. Sterile water for injection should be stored in single dose container not larger than 1 liter in size. Thank you.